Good morning, Munchkin. Where's your sister? She's still napping. Yeah, she is. You slept for 1 hour. She's almost been sleeping for 2 hours. Ah! Hello, Miss Dallas. Hello. We see some hios. There they are. Hi, cute girl. How are your toes there? Loving those. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this day. It's actually morning. I can say good morning. Munchkins woke me up at 8:30. I was gonna take a nap with them, but then the doorbell rang, and there were some packages for me. I will show you what I got. Hi, Munchkin. So in there is my 8-layer tulle petticoat that I am sending back. Let me show you what it looked like when I put it on my dress form. And here's what I thought I was getting. Two very different things. So I'm sending it back, and I bought a hoop skirt instead, but it's like a hoop skirt with like a crinoline underskirt and like ruffles on the front, so it won't be stupid. Not that hoop skirts are stupid, but for Cinderella it's a little weird. So it won't be like a really stiff, I don't know, it'll work. But my wig came too, and it did not disappoint. For being a like $12 wig, it's in really nice condition. It's really pretty. So obviously I still have to do it, but it shouldn't take long. I don't have to like brush or wash it because it came to me brushed and washed. Just got to do my updo. And I'm going to cut the bangs so that I just have straight across instead of swoopy, I think. Except that, I don't know, the new Cinderella, when they like revamped everyone, when they did the like sparkle upgrade on all the princesses, she has swoop bangs. So I don't know. I'll probably style it first and see what I think before I cut the bangs. But anyway, so then I was like so distraught. I wasn't distraught, but I was like, what's going on with this petticoat? So then I just stayed awake and ordered a new petticoat and printed the return receipts for that one and printed stuff for costume stuff later in my internship and uploaded a video, and now it's 11:30 in the morning. I'm starving. I've been watching Gilmore Girls. They were just eating biscotti. Now I want to learn to make biscotti. And I found a recipe for pumpkin biscotti because it's fall time. And then I realized I still haven't even made my pumpkin cinnamon rolls yet, so maybe I should do that. But I should really start sewing my Cinderella dress, but it's really hard to sew with babies. So I'll probably do that tonight, except that I can't because we're going to a play tonight. It's going to be a little bit busy, but it won't take that long. My Cinderella dress shouldn't take that long. I've made it in my head, so it's going to be fine. But also, I have to clean my kitchen before I can make anything in my kitchen because it's still a mess from when I made cupcakes. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Well, here's that second Munchkin. Hello, Miss Ella. Hello. Good morning. Sister's hanging out in the bumbo. Ella's on the floor. Mom's gonna go do some cleaning. Are you dead?
Yes.
Do I need to bring you back to life?
Yes. You shocked me.
Did I shock you back to life?
Yes.
Tell us why you're dead.
Well, I just get really exhausted with my tech theater class because it's a very heavy project-based class and I need help. Like, I need all those kids' help to accomplish what I want to accomplish. But my issue is that these kids cannot be trusted with the projects that I give them. They just can't. I don't know if they just don't care. Well, I know that they don't care. But it's just so hard for me when I have 5 kids that I can actually trust to do projects I ask them, and then 22 of them who could care less, and who they'll do the project but they won't do it well, or they'll do the project but they would rather horseplay around with their friends than actually care about the work they're doing.
Yeah.
So it's hard and it exhausts me every day. Back when I was doing like lecture classes, it was fine. It was more manageable. So that's what I'm moving towards.
No.
Kitty.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I feel bad because there are the 5-7 kids in my class who I can actually trust to do something, but...
I mean, I think that you need to try for next year to get it to be a permission-only class.
Yeah.
Because then you can pick and choose the kids you have, and then you'll be able to know if you can trust them or not.
It's true. It's
because
like an AP class, isn't it?
I mean...
You can't sign up for an AP class if you're not.
Because, like, I don't think that... Because it's a throwaway class. It's just what people take for an arts credit, and it shouldn't be that way. Because it's a class that actually needs to have things get done.
Right. So that's why I'm tired. Look at this baby chewing on her legs.
Oh my gosh, she loves her toes. Oh,
They both are.
they both love their toes.
They're so flexible.
They are so flexible.
I see you put them in their ladybug outfits.
I actually put the hats on them this morning and it was so freaking cute.
Yeah?
Yeah, but they don't fit very well because our kids have March heads.
Well, yeah. Bless their hearts.
So like if they would stay still, they would stay on them. But every time they move their head, it would like come off. Hello, Munchkins.
My Munchkins. Did you ever find my props list?
No, I didn't.
I don't know where it is.
I half-heartedly looked in the car. By half-heartedly,
upstairs.
I glanced at it.
Because I remember I folded it up and I think I put it in my pocket and then I took it out to like take a shower the other day. Well, I don't know. Anyway, being a drama teacher, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane, but I love it.
I scared all the kids today because we had our first costume fittings and I was just not having them today. I was just exhausted. I think the girls might be teething because they have just been so fussy today and they just want to always be looked at. I cannot break eye contact with them or they like fuss. They're okay right now, but like...
I was holding Ella and all she wanted to do was just gnaw on my fingers.
Yeah.
Like so hard. She bites so hard.
Like they just have been so fussy. I gave them a little bit of Tylenol earlier because I think they're teething, but I mean, and that's helped. They're doing better right now, but like, oh my gosh. So I was just like exhausted and just like a little bit short-tempered with the kids at school. And so I got up and I was like, I don't care if you don't like your costumes. You come out and you show them to me. And I don't care if they're too big. You come out and you show them to me. And so, yeah, we did first fittings today. They went pretty well. Here, take this camera and tell the people what we're doing tonight.
Hi, the people. We are going to see a community theater production of Oliver. One of my students is Oliver in Oliver, so we're gonna go support him. He gave me a comp ticket because he wanted me to come see it. Little one, don't get my pen! That little turd. Anyway, we're gonna go see that. And my mom's gonna watch the girls while we go. But we're just putting them to bed so she doesn't have to worry, really. Little one, what did I just say? He got my pen.
You got it.
Ugh, he's so needy. Such a nuisance. Anyway, that's what we're doing, but we're gonna eat dinner before, and then we're gonna go. I'm gonna try and call the place again just to make sure they got my message that we're coming.
Great.
I would just like to document that this baby is trying to just like scoot her way across the floor. Munchkin! Hello! Oh, she's her head. Baby girl! Hello! Yeah, she was just like moving her little knees and trying to scoot across the floor. You was trying to scoot across the floor. You cannot crawl yet. You are not old enough. You are teeny. You are.
Honey, you're only developmentally 4 months old.
You cannot crawl at 4 months. Now everyone, I understand that it probably wasn't crawling, but she was moving. Her legs were moving and she was moving.
Up on her little toes and knees though for a second there.
Yeah. Hi, a little girl. Hi, little girl. You think that's funny? Oh, you do. You do think that's funny. Yeah. You little nugget. Well, my life is currently lesson planning. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna do it. Tell the people about the play, darling.
When saw the play Oliver.
How was it?
Well, I don't know if any of you have ever seen Oliver or been in Oliver or have exposed yourselves to Oliver the musical, not Oliver Twist the book, which I have never read, but now I feel like I need to because I'm not 100% sure what just happened. I just feel like the man who wrote Oliver was not very good at what he did. It was strangely fast-paced without going anywhere.
Yeah.
And I found, I was very confused a lot of the time about what was happening.
And who people were.
Because I feel like you had to have read the book or like known the story better to really understand what was happening. Because they didn't really take the time to introduce characters to you.
No.
Like suddenly he was just, like it just happened so fast. And you didn't really know, like I had no idea who this Nancy girl was until like the second act. And Bill, what's his face? I'm still not 100% sure who he was.
Boyfriend.
I think they were dating. And there was no, like, finale. The opening number wasn't that great, and there was no finale. And I'm like, what kind of musical doesn't have, like, a big grand finale number, you know?
Oliver.
Literally, the last words were, well, should we go home then? Blackout. It's really magical. So I just feel like Mr. Lionel Bart didn't do that great of a job at writing this musical. Half of the songs had nothing to do with the storyline. They did not progress the plot. And the first act had so little dialogue that I didn't even really know what the plot was.
Oliver. Never before has a boy asked for more.
But terrible writing aside, it was not terrible.
It was not terrible.
I'm sure I've seen worse things.
True.
There were definitely costuming issues that I had.
You cannot go to a play with my costuming wife without mention of terrible costuming choices.
That's how we met.
First play we ever saw together was Les Miserables. We were forced to sit together, and that's the first time we met. And what am I trying to say? The memory that stands out the most during that whole night was Leisl constantly leaning over to our friend and saying, "Why in the world is Eponine in pants?"
I'm so mad about that. I'm still upset about that. Eponine should... Pants back then? No way. No way. Like, yes, when she dresses up like a boy, she needs to wear pants, obviously. But in that day and age, a woman wearing pants, are you kidding me? No. No. I don't care how poor you are.
It was community theater.
I don't care. I also feel like there's this weird thing where when community theaters do Les Mis, during Lovely Ladies, they just stick all the whores in like corsets and petticoats. Like these prostitutes are walking the street in their underwear. Which, like, I know that they're prostitutes, but they wouldn't have done that. They wouldn't have just hung out in their underwear. Like, yes, they would have worn like sexy dresses to like show off their figures, but it wouldn't have been their underwear.
You're getting a crash course in costuming 101 with Leisl. Are you enjoying it? These are all the things you should never do if you ever direct a play.
But we're talking about Oliver.
Oliver.
Nobody in Oliver was in their underwear, so that's good.
Correct.
There were some pieces that were not time period appropriate, but...
Also, most of their costumes were really nice clothes that they had sewn patches on to make look...
Oh, that was my favorite part. The orphans
to make
wearing
them look
brand
raggedy.
new shirts that had little, like, fabric patches sewn on so that they were old. And I was like, you couldn't, like, run it over with your car a couple times? Flog it on the road?
Drag it in the dirt. Anyway, all these things aside, I enjoyed my experience.
Yeah, no. There were some very talented people. And now we've seen Oliver.
Oliver. I will never do Oliver.
No, it's not. It's like Peter Pan. Like, why doesn't someone rewrite it? Because obviously it's a good story. It's a classic. But the musical, it's just not that great.
It's not great. Anyway, that's our story for this day.
But let me tell you about Lionel Bart, who wrote Oliver. He also wrote a show called Twang.
Precursor, we definitely researched who this Lionel Bart was.
Yeah, I don't just know this stuff off the top of my head. He wrote a musical called Twang, which was based off Robin Hood. It was a total flop. There was also one, and now I can't remember what it was called. La Carta or something like that.
La Carta.
I don't even know what it was about, but it closed after one night. So...
Lionel Bart did not have a lot of success.
Lionel Bart was not a very good musical writer.
Oliver was his one success.
And probably just because it's based off Oliver Twist and people like Oliver Twist, you know?
Yeah. Anyway, that's our story. Thanks for watching today. We hope you had an enjoyable time. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, have courage.
And be kind, even to Lionel Bart.
Even to Lionel Bart, even when you're talking about Oliver. Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Good job, Lionel.